I'm raising a tween black girl, and from the time she was little, I made a decision. I was going to make sure she saw herself, like really saw herself, reflected as beautiful, not as the exception, not as the diverse option, but as the standard, because the world wasn't going to do that for me, so I had to be intentional. When I was growing up, pretty had a very specific look, and I internalized that and carried some of those beliefs with me longer than I should have. I'm not passing that down to my daughter. She's at an age where she already is noticing things, making observations, asking questions. So I'm rewriting that narrative inside of our home, making sure that when she looks at her bookshelf, her screen time, her walls, she sees Black girls and Black women being celebrated, not as a sidekick or the token, as the main character. Because Black beauty isn't the alternative. It's not a niche. It is foundational. It's revolutionary. I'm going to speak in past tense because she's grown out of this stage now. But when she was in it, I was intentional about her dolls. Her dolls were Black. Now, she did have other ethnicities, but her dolls were Black, all shades of Black, the full range of what Blackness looks like. They had natural hair, beautiful features. Some the guys had fades. Some of them had bust down middle parts, but they reflected the diversity within our community. It wasn't one token Black doll in a sea of blonde Barbie. Her whole collection looked like her world. And what I love the most is that she never questioned her beauty. She never tried to change her hair or wish they looked different. To her, they were just beautiful. That's what happens when you center Blackness from the beginning, instead of treating it like it's an exception. Another example is books. They're really big in our house, but I want to be real with you. I don't just hand her a book and call it a day. I want to make sure reading is fun and she actually wants to do it, because it doesn't matter how many books I get on representation. If she doesn't want to pick it up, it's going to sit on that bookshelf. Now, she's really into manga, graphic novels, so I work in her interest. I make sure that within that world, the ones she actually is excited to read, some of those main characters are Black. Now, I'm not pulling her away from what she loves at all, but I am making sure that I am adding to it so that she's able to find the versions of what she loves that reflect her. Now, when it comes to media, movies, TV, shows, I am teaching her media literacy. That is the foundation. And honestly, she kind of does it on her own. If we put on a show and there aren't a lot of Black people, she notices. She asks questions. Why ain't anyone Black here? There's no Black people here? And I want her to keep asking those kind of questions. That critical eye is vital. I'm not trying to shelter her from the media that isn't perfectly curated or represented. I'm teaching her to engage with it thoughtfully. Now, with YouTube, she's really into YouTube. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm finding it hard to find Black kid creators and YouTubers that speak to her age and her interest. Now, if you know any Black kid YouTubers, Black family channels, Black creators in the manga, art, or gaming space, please, and actually that they're great for kids, please drop them in the comments. I genuinely want to build a list. And I know y'all have the answers. When I do her hair, as you can see, I'm washing it. I am so intentional about the words I use. You will not hear me say her hair is difficult. You will not hear me frame it as something to manage or tame or get through. I speak life into her while my hands are in her hair. I tell her how beautiful it is, how strong it is, how incredible it is, that her hair can do things others can't. I remind her that Black hair is beautiful in all lengths, all textures and styles, whether it's in a big puff, in braids, twist, freshly washed and shrunk up, or stretched out and full. All of it is beautiful. That time I spend doing her hair, it's not a chore, it's a conversation, it's a connection. And the words she hears during that time matter. This isn't about rejecting anyone else. This is about centering my Black daughter in a world that constantly tries to push her to the margins. She will spend her life receiving messages, subtle and not so subtle, about what beauty looks like, about what a woman is. I can't stop the world from seeing those messages, but I can control what she sees inside our home. I can make sure that her foundation is so solid, so rooted, that when those messages come, she already knows they're wrong, because I am framing her inner voice. I want her to grow up knowing she doesn't need to change a single thing to be beautiful, that her Blackness isn't something to minimize or apologize for. It's something to celebrate loudly and completely. Surrounding her with Black beauty is one of the most important things I do as her mom. It's intentional, it's revolutionary, and it takes effort, and it's so worth it. Now, if you're raising a little beautiful Black baby, be intentional. Fill their spaces, fill the conversation with images and things that they see themselves as the standard. They're watching, they're absorbing, and make sure what they're absorbing is affirming. Now, I want you to drop in the comments, let me know what you're doing to center Blackness in your house. And this is all about community. So any tips, any tricks, any links that you might have, drop them in the comments, because if we all are better, our kids are better. Now, after you share this, and drop your comment. Make sure you get off your phone and read to your babies. See you next time.